Hi guys, thank you for being here in this pick a card reading. This morning I felt led to do a pick a painting, okay? But the topic here is, what am I not seeing clearly? And so I feel led by Spirit to deliver this message for um, a more personalized message. That's why I like the pick a card readings. You can kind of interact by using your own intuitive as to what message is here for you. I am going to be using cards, and I've just decided this time that I'm going to have you pick a painting that you feel drawn to, because whatever painting that is, there is a message for you. So we're just going to go a little closer in. Sorry about that. Painting number 1, painting number 2, or painting number 3. Okay? And so Spirit wants you to know that whatever you choose, it is not the wrong one. There is something there for you, and to trust your intuition as to which message is for you. For some of you, it may be all of them. There may be a bits and pieces in all of them. There may be one or two. There could just be one. Whatever it is that you choose, then that's the right one. Feel free to pause this and to kind of look at it. Don't overthink it. Just choose what feels best and feels right for you. Okay? So happy to be here with you guys. So happy to deliver these messages to you. And thank you so much for your support and for allowing me to deliver these messages from Spirit to you. Because as I always say, I am a teacher and a student. So lots of times these messages are for me too. Thank you again. Please pick a painting, and there will be a special message for you. See you on the other side. Hey everyone, thank you if you picked painting number 1. Spirit has a special message for you, and as I have stated in the beginning, the topic here is, what am I not seeing clearly? And so in this painting, as I painted it, I was feeling a sense of Empress energy, but also a very on the emotional side of things, right? I was feeling, as water represents emotion, and here there's a spirit animal with this Empress energy here. So what I'm feeling here and sensing is what am I not seeing clearly? Okay? And I have this, when I say Empress energy, I don't just mean female energy, guys. It's we all have male and female energy within us. And so when I say Empress, it could mean male or female. It doesn't matter. It's all about the essence of right now of this message, okay? And so what am I not seeing clearly, Spirit? Let's take a moment before I begin this reading to clear our energy so we can receive these messages with accuracy and with clarity, and to receive them without that other energy in the way that could be blocking the reception of this message. So take a deep breath quickly and exhale, breathing in the beautiful energy, cleansing energy that Spirit has here for us to cleanse out that whatever's in the way that could potentially block you or distract you. We ask you in gratitude and in love and appreciation, guides, to come in and deliver these messages as you see fit, what's in our highest good for this collective group that chose this particular painting for this message. Thank you so much. Thank you with grace, with love, and with gratitude. Okay, guys. What am I not seeing clearly? Here, I believe in this particular painting, it represents emotion. It represents a energy that is at the depths of your being right now. It represents there is support here. The dolphin represents a spirit animal that is here, like a spirit guide with you, okay? There could be some of you who lost a a furry friend, an animal, whatever, something or someone that was very dear to you, and they're here in the spirit of sort of a water energy. I don't know, water sign maybe, who knows. But I just wanted to say that this Empress energy is here. And again, it can be male or female, because we all are male and female energies. But this energy is here. It is a, let me just go to the cards here and let Spirit guide us in what this means. What does this mean, Spirit? What does this painting represent? What are we not seeing clearly? Okay. You are experiencing some sort of sensitivity right now, right? Yeah. So some of you have been sensing something. You can't quite put your finger on it. It's sort of like to the depths, and you can't quite. A lot of times when there's something that we feel we're lacking, we can kind of pinpoint if it's on the outside, like it's our physical needs. We can kind of pinpoint what that is, right? And we know, oh, I need a box of chocolates right now, or I need a soothing bath, or I need whatever. This is internal, guys. So you're sensing something and you can't quite put your finger on it. Something isn't quite sitting right. So you're becoming more sensitive and you need to make changes. What changes are they? So Spirit is here to say, let's look at a couple more cards here. And by the way, this is a life purpose deck here that I'm using, just so you know. And so I'm going to consult our Sacred Destiny cards, and Spirit will guide us through what message is here for us regarding this sensitivity. What sensitivity is this? What is it that this collective group is feeling that they can't quite pinpoint? What is it? Something that you're not seeing clearly, or that something that hasn't been presented to you yet. Again, there's spirit animals here in this message. Do you see here? Right? So Spirit says, listen, there's success here for you. But you're not seeing it. It's like you're refusing to see that there is success here in your life for you. There's something internal that needs to be addressed, that needs to be cleansed and cleared, and you're not seeing it. For some reason, you're kind of overthinking about what it is that's bothering you, and you can't quite get to it. You can't get to it because there's a little bit of interference in the way. In order to get to the success, you need to get to that place where you can determine what it is and let your guides guide you and tell you what it is, okay? Because look, they're saying, look at you. You're feeling sensitive for a reason. That Empress energy is here. When Empress energy is here, you better believe that you're going to be moving along. You're going to be thriving. You're going to be having success, guys. What am I not seeing clearly? Your internal fortitude, the strength that you have, the energy that you have, the knowledge, the wisdom. What am I not seeing clearly? What is it? You're not seeing yourself thriving. And so they're saying, you are. But look at it. It's like you're looking straight forward, like you have tunnel vision, right? So you're only seeing what you're lacking. You're not seeing the success that's there for you. And so, like I always say, I've used this example before, when it's almost like you have blinders on. And so, there's a gift here for you. There's something trying to manifest, but you're not seeing it. You know why? Because your back is turned to it. And so let's consult the guides, right? What is it exactly? What is it that you're having trouble seeing? Okay, what is it, guys? Besides the success, right? Okay, you haven't been wanting to face something. There's a career change. There's a career change in your future. And you're afraid to take those steps because faith, let's face it, the what's going on in the world today is scary. And so most people are kind of looking at those world events. And I do want to say this, it's important to keep up with that, but don't make that your focus, because that's going to scare you. It's going to push you in a direction where you're not able to hear your voice. You're not able to feel the guidance of the universe. Okay? So the Empress here, this Empress, she's like, I'm queen of the water, right? I'm queen. I am queen of this world, this universe. I represent emotion. I represent movement. I represent change. And so here, some of you are embarking on this career change. It brings more joy and abundance and stability. So look, it's time to decide. You may have been offered a position and you're thinking about it because you're like, wait, if I make this change, I don't know. Where I've been has been stable. Where you've been has been good. You've mastered it. You've done it. But it's time for change, because there's something more out there for you, more challenging, more joyful, more fulfilling. Maybe a new group of people coming into your life that affect you in some way, shape, or form, that brings more joy, more stability, more fulfillment, right? So I'm going to go with they're like goddess cards here. I don't have the box, so I can't show it to you, but they're beautiful. Look, I recognize the divine spark within me, right? You're feeling that something that's deep inside, that deep emotional piece that you can't quite put your finger on it. Look at that. You're feeling that nudge from spirit, from the divine, from your creator. And spirit is saying, I recognize it. I recognize that I'm part of creation. And so this beautiful Empress energy here, this queen of the I don't know, I want to say underworld. I want to say kind of the unknown. She's like, get yourself together and get it together, because you know what? You're the queen of your kingdom, your queendom, your universe. You've got every resource at your fingertips. All you need to do is allow yourself to trust your decisions, because they are divinely guided. And just because we have divinely guided decisions to make, or things that are presented to us, that doesn't mean everything is going to be perfect, in perfect balance. No, it is a launching point, is a starting point. It is a yes, I surrender, divine creator. I surrender to what the universe is trying to give me, because when I put myself in this by myself, and don't lean on my guides or the universe or my creator, I can muck it up, because I'm a human being. And that's what we do as humans, guys, right? And so the Empress is saying, get yourself together, get out of that bed, whatever, get off that couch and move that energy, because that energy is really crucial to hearing your own inner dialogue, your own, when I say inner dialogue, I don't mean the chaos in your mind, guys. I mean in your soul, what your soul is trying to tell you. And so this Empress says, guess what? I'm here to help you, and I'll kick your ass if I need to get you to where you need to be, because you are at the heart of everything. You are success, right? You are. You have these, some of you, I feel like some of you may have a deep connection to animals, like they're drawn to you. I feel like some of you, it may be like wherever you go, you see the same animal all the time. It could be, I know for my daughter, wherever we go, there's crows. I won't see a single crow, and then all of a sudden when she's with me, here they come. And so there are certain animals that represent and that are there for you, that represent that support, that energy that's there to guide you and help you, right? And so they represent this beautiful synergy. It's like, here I am. I personally have this beautiful relationship with and I shouldn't say relationship, this energy connection with more like forest type, like trees. And um trees are a great energy source because they're sturdy, they're whatever, but they're those energy sources and resources are there for you, whoever you are in this collective group. You have it's time to start paying attention to those energetic resources that are surrounding you, and to listen to them and let them help you and guide you and move you. And so this Empress here, I feel like if you've ever heard of the goddess Isis, I feel like she's here because she's like, you know what? I'm here to sort of guide you. And well, okay, I want to say this real fast, okay? Uh, if you know the story of Isis, or part of the story of Isis, she was a twin flame, and so her twin flame husband was on his deathbed, and she vowed that her love for him would save him. I believe either he was. It's fine if I'm wrong, but I think I remember this correctly. He either passed and she brought him back, or he was on the brink and her love brought him back, because she said, "My love will never leave. My love is enough to keep you safe and healthy, and wherever you go, even if it's crossing over." That's what I feel this is here. This energy, this support, right? And so she says, I represent this otherworldly support here for you. It is otherworldly because it is far beyond what human beings can do for each other. This is internal. This is celestial. This is as vast as the oceans. It is as vast as the kingdom of God, your divine creator. This support here. And so we're connecting with you to help you to move forward into these beautiful places, where you need to be. And like I said, some of you are feeling that urge, that nudge that you can't quite figure out, but it is in an emotional space, and in that space that that might be a bit blocked for you, or has been, has prevented you from hearing the divine inspiration and messages for you to move forward in your career to something different. And I don't think it is even about staying in the same department, guys. I think it is about, or wherever it is that you're at, it's about a totally different place of business or individual career, like entrepreneurial or something like that. But you are moving forward, and this universe is trying to tell you, and this goddess energy is here to tell you that it's time for that movement, right? It's time to trust in that. And so you have this great support here, this ally right here, this ally, right? To support you, and that is your divine creator. That is the universe. That is your divine path, and it is a good one. It is good to trust, because this career, let me see if there's any indication of what this could possibly be, this new career, because I believe it could be something more like a soul-based career, but for some of you it could be a very lucrative corporate career, right? For some of you, I feel that you kind of have an idea in mind already of what this could be. So I'm not gonna tell you it's this or this, because it is a general reading. So I'm gonna allow Spirit to come through and give us a hint as to what it could be for some of you. I never will tell you, quit your job and go do this. Quit your job and move to the mountains. I would never do that. But you have to kind of go according to, follow the advice of your guides, of the universe, and what it's bringing in for you. Okay? So, all right. One of them is books. I feel like some of you could be a, I'm not hearing writer. I'm hearing, maybe a voice actor or somebody who records audiobooks or reads to the blind or something along those lines, where you create some sort of business that involves you and books somehow. Okay, that's one of them. I'm gonna do a couple. Let's see what else Spirit has here. Some of you are, there's a couple different options for you, and so you already know, you've been pondering it, right? And you're like, which one, which way do I go? Because I'm interested in this, I'm interested in that. Whichever one you choose, there is a door of opportunity that you will be able to be successful in that, whatever option you choose. Okay. What else do you have for Spirit? Okay. Some of you might be going into like I said, there's animals around you, spirit animals. You might be going into some field where maybe a veterinarian, you could be starting an animal sanctuary, a nursery, something to do with animals. You might be an animal activist, rights activist. You might be maybe work at a non-kill shelter, right, for animals, where they don't kill animals. But you're needed. Your love, your nurturing is needed. Okay, so this is a variety of things, guys. I'm just giving you examples of what Spirit says could be happening in your lives, right? But here's the main thing, what they're saying. Talk to your angels, talk to your guides, instead of worrying. Ask for the divine guidance, because it's already there. That's why you've been inspired about this career change. It's already there for you. And so when you do that, you're on the right path, right? You're on the right path, and you can't go wrong, because they're not going to steer you wrong and into something that's going to, what is it they say? Into the fire. I don't know. I don't remember that phrase, but they're not going to put you in hot water. You need to trust your guides and trust in this, because when it's right, and they're going to lead you to that place where you have the resources available to you. You have what you need, and things just seem to fall into place and click like puzzle pieces. So I do also believe that some of you are going into some creative field, a designer maybe. I feel like somebody that might be designing something. But I want to find out too from Spirit, what's blocking them? Why have they been blocked this far, guides? Let me see. Let me just look at the energy cards for a sec. Why have they been blocked and not been able to move forward before now? What's blocking them? Please tell us. Let us know what's blocking them. What are they not seeing? What's blocking them? Aha. You're worried about money. You have some situations in your life where money is an issue. Let me tell you something in regards to this. I think several, I don't know when, but I know I did a reading one time about manifesting, and you have to come into this place where you know that money belongs with you, that finances, whatever, belongs with you. It's not off on an island that you have to, you have to, it's a far off place. It's with you. You have to belong with it and nurture it, just like you nurture yourself, right? Like you give yourself your daily needs, whatever it is you need daily to move through life. You need to nurture this too, because many people have been in this situation where they're like, oh my God, I don't want to look at my bank account. I don't want to this, I don't want to that. I'm never going to have the money for this or that. The money, you are money, okay? So, and as soon as I realized that, I'm telling you, I'm not rich by any means, but something always comes in that I need. If something pops up and I have to pay for something and I'm not sure, I'm like looking at my bank account, might have to wait on that, but I'll trust God that it'll come in. And guess what? It comes in, whatever it is. It's usually someone says, oh, you don't have to buy something. I have that. Here, go ahead, take it. or it's, a something that I'm not expecting, an unexpected check in the mail or something. It's because I surrendered that peace. I said, let me make peace with money because it does belong with me. Everything in this lifetime, my needs, whatever it is I need, it's already there. And I'm not going to be scared of money anymore. I'm going to know that it belongs with me, right? And it's just like when you have a roof over your head, you have a house, you have food on the table, that belongs with you because it's part of life. So is money. And so, guys, that has been blocking you. So maybe you have felt like you don't have the money for the education, or you're scared to switch jobs because what if this new job, falls apart? What if it goes away and then you're out of money? When you've been in this other job that's been secure for all these years or all these months. You have to trust and know that money belongs with you, so it's not going to disappear. It's going to be right there. You just have to open your eyes and see it, okay? And I'm not living in a dream world. I'm telling you, it's the energy, it's the attraction, it's the magnetic energy that is whatever you're feeling, that's what comes to you. Because you project that energy out into the universe. So the universe grabs that and says, okay, let me give some more of that back to you. Feeling lack of? Here you go, lack of. Feeling like you belong here, this belongs with you. All your needs will be met. I don't wake up in the middle of the night anymore worrying about money, because I know that I'm where I should be. I know that I am here, right? This is where I am, on the right path. And when I know I'm on the right path and I'm in alignment that way, I know the universe will provide those needs for me. All I have to do is say, thank you, universe. Thank you in advance for providing those needs for me. And of course, we all want more money coming in than going out. And so if it's in my path to have more money coming in and going out of my account, then thank you. And it should be that way, because we are all made of energy, and we are made and created in love. And so our divine creator did not create us to worry constantly and, um, wake up in the middle of the night and wonder, oh my God, where's the money coming from for this repair that just came in unexpectedly? You know what? It's in the hands of your creator. And I'm telling you right now, there's something about that energy and that core belief, knowing that when you come to that place of surrender, that those needs will be met, and you don't need to worry, because that when you surrender to that and become more closer in tune with your core, the essence of who you are, then you don't need to worry and stress over those things. You need to know, yeah, I'm doing my part in co-creating on this path. I'm working, I'm creating, bringing in an income or whatever to meet those physical needs. But I'm also relying on the universe to provide those things for me that, that normally, things that pop up unexpectedly or whatever. I need a new car. I need a new car. Let's see, how can I afford a new car? And there's things like that. Like, thank you, universe, for providing, because I know you'll provide a way. Because you know why? It's part of me. It is. We were created to be in these human bodies to go through this journey, to not just exist, not just flail on our path and lay down on our path and kick and scream and whatever. No, I am on this journey because there's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why all of these things in my life belong with me. So why am I pushing them away? Why? Don't push them away. You belong with this energy of change. You belong with this creative expression of who you are, right? You belong with talking to your angels and your guides, because they're here with you, guys. They're here with you. You belong, and you are success, guys. You are. You can listen to all the self-help books, audiobooks, or read books, and all those, they could help you. But you have to help yourself internally, guys, okay? You have to help yourself internally, right? And here, this goddess, she's here. And she's here to say, get up off your ass and realize that you belong with having everything you need in life. Everything. You belong with a good career. You belong having whatever it is that makes you feel joyful and successful and stable. You belong with this. So know that. And I see this goddess with like these amazing, I don't know why I'm seeing tattoos. They're markings on her body. And she's like, these aren't just markings, guys. This is something that, you know, it's representative. It's like a map, like a blueprint. And she says, there's a blueprint within you, within your soul, the way you were created. There is a blueprint here that is specifically for you. And you're missing out on certain things. What am I not seeing? You're not seeing that you were created to have everything you need. You're not seeing that money is with you. It is part of you. It is you. So do you push yourself away and don't nurture yourself? Do you not feed yourself, bathe yourself, clothe yourself? Then that's what you're doing with money. That's what you're doing with career. That's what you're doing with all those things. When you don't see the potentiality to thrive, right? So I'm just ask one more thing from our guides. What is it? Is there anything else that you would like to say? And those of you who feel you're not good enough or not adequate, there's something with music. Okay? You are good enough. You are. And you need to know that music, all of these things in our life that appear that we want, but we feel like we could never achieve it. It's there to say to you, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because it's already in your path. If it's in your path, why would you deny it? So stay in that energy of believing that it belongs with you. It is you, right? It is. Interesting. One of my clarification cards just popped out. This is a whip, okay? It's like, snap out of it already. But it's also something that kind of comes in like an epiphany. And it's like, here, oh, I get it now. Okay, I surrender. And that's not to say that you're not going to worry sometimes about things, because we're human. But it's part of discovering who you are and being all inclusive with everything in your life, allowing it all to be a part of you and to come to fruition, to come to manifestation. Guys, there's a change here for you coming. It's a career change. But what you're not seeing is that it's already here. Okay? And I believe that this is probably it for this reading, because I'm already at 30 minutes. But I think that Archangel Michael, I'm just going to ask you, Archangel Michael, to come in and to guide us and tell us what it is. What is your advice for us in this? For those who chose this painting, this message, in regarding what am I not seeing clearly in these changes that are coming in? What? Bam. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. Guess what? You're trustworthy. Your guides are trustworthy, right? You may be inquiring about a potential employer, and Archangel Michael says, let this be clear. Consult your guides, because there's somebody that you've been inquiring about and wondering about. You can trust them. That's what he's saying. Trust. All right? Anything else, Archangel Michael? Because he's like our big brother. He's like our guardian archangel who's here to protect us and to guide us and to give us these messages of hope and comfort and reassurance. So is there anything else you would like to say before I close this out? You're protected, okay? Home is where the heart is. You are protected on this journey. Stay in faith, stay in trust, and know that your path is already there for you. Everything is inclusive. It's already there. Accept it. Be that one. Be that team with whatever it is that you've been holding back from yourself, like money, like trust, all of that. You are protected, okay? I believe this is it for that message for pile number 1. I am so happy for you guys that you chose this message and that painting. It is my pleasure to bring to you this beautiful message. I'm honored. Take one final breath in and out to clear out any energy and to allow this message to penetrate and to sit with you. Breathing in and out. And one little quick thank you to our guides, Archangel Michael, our spirit guides, spirit animals, and for bringing us this beautiful message today. And we thank you in love and light and grace and appreciation. Namaste, guys. Hey, everyone. I'm so happy you're here and glad you chose this painting. Painting number 2. And I like to call this one The Veil Between Two Worlds. And I want to take a minute to kind of just, I feel like this is a more like a spiritually connected message for some of you. I feel like it's a divinely guided message for something divinely guided for you. But before we go into that, what I want to do is take a moment to, as I do lately in my messages, I want to take a moment to kind of clear the energy so you can receive this message safer. When I say that, I mean just clear the energy so that we bring in the good and clear out any chaos that's been there, any worries, any stress, whatever. So if you just bear with me and just take a deep breath in and exhale. Thank you. I'm also feeling the need to kind of just use my singing bowl for a sec. I'm hearing that tone will sort of help to clear the energy out and to bring in something beautiful. Hold on one sec. Okay. So I had to get my singing bowl. But I want you to just be forewarned that this is going to be a bit noisy and loud for a sec. So just be prepared. But Spirit, bring in this beautiful cleansing energy for us before we begin this message, allowing this beautiful tone to penetrate through our energy and to kind of cleanse and clear it, please and thank you. And I will sound the bowl once. Ready? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ooh, that was nice. I love the sound of a singing bowl. So anyways, in this message, thank you, Spirit, for being here, for cleansing and clearing our energy, for bringing in this beautiful message to whoever chose painting number 2, The Veil Between Two Worlds. What is it, Spirit, that this group is not seeing clearly? What is it that you would like us to know? You're being divinely guided is what I'm hearing. You're being divinely guided by your divine creator. You're being divinely guided to align your mind, body, spirit, because there is something here for you, that there's a greater I'm hearing mission. There's like a path, something that you haven't quite connected with, that you are needed here for. There is something that Spirit is trying to convey to you. You may have been hearing some things lately through messages or songs, or maybe a phrase, something that you've heard that's kind of triggered something. And maybe you felt it in your heart space, like, what is this? What is this feeling? I can't get rid of it. It's not, I don't know what this is. It's not familiar, but it feels warm. It feels like something's tugging at your heart. It's your guides here. It is your divine creator trying to get your attention and say, okay, honey, okay, my darling, it's time to wake up, okay? So you're in your physical world. Yes, you're there for a reason. But now your soul wants to align and wants you to know that there's something far greater for you. There is a divine life purpose here for you. a mission for you, something you're supposed to be doing. And the reason why you didn't notice before is because it wasn't in the right timing. This is a time in your life when Spirit is coming through and saying, listen, it is time for you now. We need you now. We need you. And so whatever it is you believe in, as I say always, I believe in not one particular religion, because if I had a religion, it would be divine love. It would be love. It would be spirituality is my religion. Okay, love is my religion. But I'm saying here that Spirit is here to say there's something that you're being divinely guided to, and it is spiritual. It is something spiritual, right? Oh, okay. So listen. So Spirit says, listen here, look. One of your guides is Joan of Arc. The energy of Joan of Arc, right? Now, Joan of Arc, as you know, was she surrendered to God and put God first. And she fought for truth, for justice. And she knew that it would risk losing her life. But she had to stand up for what was right. And so there's some of you that are feeling the call to be that voice of truth, to be a messenger, to be a you've heard your soul, or your soul's calling out to you. You may be going into something that is spiritually based. Maybe you're a spiritual guide, right? And you know that there's something that you need to do. You know that there's something deep within people that you need to help bring to the surface for them. That's very similar to what I'm doing. But everybody has their own unique mission and reason for being here. And you're being called to service. You're being called to service. And you have this really strong desire, this pull to be a messenger, to be a healer in whatever way it is that is truth at the core, right? You could be a divine messenger. You could be some sort of clergy person that's coming into that, calling. For some of you, you could be, maybe you're a nun. You're going to be a nun, whatever. And I'm not suggesting that that's what you should do. I'm saying whatever that calling is, that is your voice of truth calling out to you loud and clear. And that is why I was guided to use the singing bowl. Because that singing bowl, that beautiful sound that came from that singing bowl is like, here's the call. Here, like Archangel Gabriel says, here is that. It's like when Archangel Gabriel sounds that trumpet or whatever, here it is. Here's your message. This is what you are to do. You're to be in some sort of miraculous, when I say miraculous, to be in some sort of mission. And for some of you, you're divine healers. And the Holy Spirit, okay, this energy of the Holy Spirit is here to say, expect miracles. Because you're like, how? Me? Really? I'm being called? And so expect miracles, opportunities to open up, people to come into your life to sort of guide you, and maybe somebody that is going to, guide you to, I see like this, okay, I'm seeing this street post with, how you see a street sign, but this has several and pointing in different directions. And then you have this guide here, right? That's saying to you, you know which way to go. I'm guiding you. I'm right here. And I won't let you fall. So here, expect this miracle to come in and for you to take your rightful place in this mission, whatever it is that you need to do here, to be an integral part of the uprising, the growth of human beings, and to be that beautiful guide that you're called to be, were created to be, and are going to be. Sorry, my cat decided to come. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Bear with me one sec. Okay. So Benny, My cat decided to be part of this reading, and that's okay. You're welcome. All right. Just don't move my camera, please. Okay? All right. His tail will mess things up, but that's okay. All right. And so, Spirit is here to say there is a plethora of support here for you. So much support. But you have something amazing within you. You have this beautiful, amazing spirit. Something that is deep. Something that is very real. And whatever it is, whatever truth needs to be said, whatever it is that you need to do to help people bring out their truth, the awareness is increasing. Okay, so this energy, this Buddha energy, like I said, there's no religion that is wrong here. Everybody's welcome, whatever it is you believe. But this Buddha energy is telling you there's increased awareness here for you. You are this divine being of light, and you are way more powerful than you think. You know there's something special about you. You've always known that, but you just were so humble. You never thought that you would be someone to kind of hold your hand out and help somebody on their path. Yes, you. And so Spirit says, yes, you. Why you? Because you were created to be that person, that messenger, that healer, that takes someone by the hand, that helps them find their voice of truth, that helps them find their truth without putting in your own 2 cents and your own personal feelings. You are helping somebody find their truth by being led by Spirit, by surrendering to this call, okay? And again, as I always say, I'm not telling you to quit your job and do this. I'm saying I was called to do this type of work. I work a full-time job in the corporate world, but I also do these readings and readings for people on a personal level to help them, to guide them, to coach them, to find their truth, their inner core, their light. Because many times when we're guided to help someone like that, they have a mission too, and we're here to help them bring out that truth, that inner light, whatever it is they're called to do, because we are to help people with their ascension, right? These workers, light workers, or whoever it is you are in this collective reading, you're called and you're on an ascension journey right now to move more into your divine path of healing, to be a healer, to heal yourself, to help others. And you've ascended, you've come a long way, because like many of us, we've been through some stuff, right, in life that wasn't pleasant, but we had to go through it to learn these lessons so we could understand the human nature of people, so we could help people to ascend on their journey, to come through this darkness, to come through whatever it is they've been through, to rise above the shit, to be in this beautiful place. And I'm not saying it's like this, we're in this perfect world. I'm saying we are created in perfection. Therefore, we are to help raise the vibration of the world around us, the people, the animals, the plants, the environment, whatever it is, to a higher level, to a more peaceful level. And yes, we are human beings too. So we are on this journey being called to help others, and just to answer the call to be that, whatever it is you're supposed to be. You're needed right now, guys. Is there anything else you'd like to say? This is the Ascended Masters deck, by the way. I like to kind of, wait, is this not the Ascended Masters? This is the Angels, Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. He's awesome. But our Keepers of the Light, our angels, our guides, are here with us. And they're saying, some of you have been in fear. Some of you have been through the shit with that. And but you've worked. I feel like the light workers have gone through this. Okay, so thank you, guides. What I'm hearing is that some of you are going to be a counselor, or I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying this is what I'm hearing, potential. Somebody to take someone by the hand. And I feel like somebody out there is needed to be either a support group leader, or to help someone come out of a abusive situation or something that is similar to what you've been through, and you understand their fear. You understand. So you're here to help them with your love and compassion, to help them with patience, to have patience, to see them through and help them through whatever it is they're going through, because they, chances are, have a mission as well, to help others, like a domino effect, to help others on their path, on their mission, to help them through, and to help someone else through a potentially could be life-threatening situation, or just a very toxic situation. You're helping somebody to face their fears, and to, like Archangel Michael, oh, there's a strong presence of Archangel Michael here, because he is like our big brother. He's our protector. And so he says, my energy is with you, because you are going to be that person to take someone by the hand, to help them through a situation that they've been in that is very unpleasant. You're leading them, you're guiding them, you're helping them. So what the topic of this message, this pick a card series, is, what am I not seeing clearly? So what this is, guys, is, if you look at this painting, this person here, there's darkness around her, but there's also beautiful light. There's beautiful energy. There's the moon in the background, right? There's a light there. And so she's coming into balance with body, mind, spirit. She's coming into this place where she's discovering her, migrating into her soul. Why am I here? The essence of who I am is coming forward. It's calling out to you. And so our guides are here to say, you have a mission. You're here to help someone. And like I said in this last card here, facing fear, you're here to help someone get through and pass their fear, or go through that, to get to the other side where they need to be, in a more peaceful place, less toxic situation. You're here. You have a mission. And so some of you are going to be that person. There's others who are going to be a messenger, who are going to give the word to other people, the message that Spirit has that they can't normally hear on their own. To help awaken. That's why I did the singing bowl, to help awaken the energy, the beauty within yourself, the calling that you're being asked to come to now, to come forward to. So is there any other messages, keepers of the light, that we need to bring forth to these beautiful souls that picked this painting, this message? You're focusing now. You're coming into that beautiful, focused intention. It's calling out to you. You can't look away from it. You're calling. You're being called. Okay? You have the support here. You have the support of many, many guides. You have the support of this energy of Joan of Arc, her brevity, her dedication to be that beautiful defender of the truth, right? To be that voice of truth. You have that beautiful energy of Spirit to expect miracles, to know that you are a miracle. You have that beautiful energy of the Buddha energy, the increased awareness of why you're here, and what your mission is, and what it is coming forward to tell you, to teach you, to help others. You are ascending into this beautiful, beautiful place where you are starting to see why you're here, and to be a help to others, to take them by the hand and see this through the eyes of love. And you are focused. Now your soul is speaking loud and clear. The energy is being, I want to almost say, calibrated, or whatever energy needs to be released and moved out of the way, so you can begin your divine life purpose, it's here, okay? And on the heels of that is infinite abundance that is here for you just by answering the call, by being one with your divine creator, by being one in alignment with body, mind, spirit, to go forward on your mission in this beautiful love and loving path. And Lord Ganesh is here to say, Lord Ganesh is a remover of obstacles. So this energy of Lord Ganesh is here to say these obstacles are being removed now. What is it I'm not seeing clearly? What haven't I seen clearly? Here we go. The beginning and ending of cycles, okay? Phases. You haven't been able to see clearly that some things in your life have had to come to fruition. Some things have had to come to an end so that you can begin anew. Some things have surfaced in your life that you need to pay attention to. There are phases and cycles in your life that need adjustment, that need healing. What haven't I seen clearly? You haven't seen the need to end, that certain things have to come to an end so you can begin anew. So you can begin now in your call to be whoever it is and whatever it is you need to do. Some things have to come to an end. You haven't been able to see that or accept it. And I'm not just talking relationships. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about whatever. It could be karma from your past. It could be, letting go of anger, letting go of hurt, letting go of unkind words that someone said. There's always a beginning and end. You have to, you haven't seen that you have to embrace the end of something in order to come into this cycle, this new place, your call to be that divine healer or whatever it is that you're needed to do. Okay, that's what you haven't seen. And so I'm going to call in Archangel Michael here to give us a piece of advice, whatever it is that he has for us. Yeah. Some of you, like I said, you're going to be helping somebody who has been through a toxic situation. You haven't seen that you need to honor your self-respect, right? There's self-respect that's been lacking with you. Those things have been kind of blocking you from your call, from your mission. But they're clearing now. And Archangel Michael says they're clearing, right? You haven't had self-confidence. And so he says, in your divine mission here, you need to have that confidence that you are on the right path and that you are being called for a reason. You weren't created just because. You have a divine significance here. So you guys, I feel this very sweet, loving energy, the spirit of, I know there's something more I need to do. And you have this beautiful energy that attracts animals, spirit guides. You have this beautiful energy. Some of you may see around you a lot. I hear like winged creatures, like birds or butterflies or moths or something. And I feel like maybe you see white moths a lot because they're attracted to your light, your sweet, purified energy. And no, you're not perfect. No, you're not. But they're attracted to you because you have this energy within yourself that is, it's very spiritual. It's very deep. It's very soul enriching. And so I also feel that some of you attract toxic relationships, not because you're toxic, because they need healing. But here's the thing. I'm not going to get into that whole thing because it can go deep. But there are beings of energy that are attracted to you because you have that healing. This is funny. I'm gonna tell you a quick story real quick. I was in the this was like last year, I think. I was in the grocery store and I walked up to pay for my purchase, whatever, and the cashier, he just looked at me and he goes, I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but when you walked up, all of a sudden, I felt peace wash over me. And he said, I don't know why I would say that. I never would say that to anybody. And I just looked at him and I smiled. And he said, you know, it's almost angelic. And I just smiled at him and I said, God bless you. And he said, I need a minute. Like, he just needed a minute. He's like, to the next customer, just give me a sec. And he needed, this is no lie, this is a true story. He needed to compose himself. And I just smiled because I knew. I'm not saying I'm this great person. I'm saying he felt the energy of love. He felt the spiritual, the deep connection that I have with my divine creator, with my mission. He felt that. And he said, I can't explain. And then the person, the bagger, said, what are you talking about? And he said, I can't explain it. He said, did you feel that? And that guy was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. And the cashier said, well, it's hard to explain. And he looked at me and he goes, you know, don't you? And I said, I just, it's interesting the way it happened, because normally people don't talk to each other like that. And I said, yeah. And I said, I think I just said, God bless you. And then I walked away. But he needed to feel that in that moment. And so that's why I said this energy, this moving into alignment with body, mind, spirit. Even just being in the presence of somebody can help somebody with that energy, because we share energy, guys. You are being called. And so there is this eternal love between you and your inner light, the divine creator, right? And he says, your divine creator says, listen, I'm here for you always. I am you and you are me. And so take your time with this journey. Don't rush through anything. My cards are very well worn, as you see on this one. This was one of my first decks that I bought when I realized I was on a mission here. And I won't get rid of it, because these are very precious to me. I won't replace these with new cards. But take your time with this journey, with this growth, with this soul migration, with this mission. Don't be in a rush for anything, because everything comes in divine timing, in the right time, in the right way for you. I'm going to see if Archangel Michael has anything else. Yeah, guys. Yes. New beginnings and a fresh start. Okay? You've come a long way. Some of you have come out of some very toxic situations. Some of you have come out of relationships that you never thought you would end or would end. But it was needed. Because now you need to help others on their path, to guide them through whatever it is in their life they need help with. You are that divine being of light. You are a light worker. You are. And you're here. All lives matter. All lives matter. And you're here to help people realize that. Is there anything else, guides, that you wish to say in regards to this? What have I not seen clearly? What's holding me back? I don't feel you're being held back anymore, guys. You were. But now your eyes are open, right? Your eyes are open to humanity and benevolence that is at the very core of who you are. That's your essence, guys. I am so moved by this reading. I feel so connected. Like, this is like something very healing. You're going to affect a lot of people. And even if it's not about the quantity. It's about the sincerity, the genuineness. It is about the, it doesn't matter if you help 1 or 1,000 people. It's the genuineness. It's the, it's your willingness to give of yourself to spirit, to your mission. Okay? That's what this is about. So I feel almost like, I feel like there's one more thing. I don't know what it is. Let me just see. Okay. Right. Diligence. Stay with it. Have faith in God, your divine creator. Every day I meditate, morning and evening. And if I happen to fall asleep and I'm really tired, I'll say to my guides, come to me in my dreams. Tell me what it is I need to stay close. What is it that I don't see that I need to see? What is it that I need to know that I don't know? What is it that I need to heal that I haven't healed? Who is it that needs healing? Guide me to them. This is my most important thing in life, guys. My divine mission. Yes, I am a mom. Yes, I am a friend. And right now in my life, I am not really involved in anything romantic. Nothing solid right now. And I haven't given up on that. Right now, I need this time to dedicate to my mission, to my divine healing. And I know that I will be at some point in a relationship with someone. But right now, my relationship is with my divine creator, with my mission, with all of you. And I believe in love sincerely with all my heart. But I also believe in knowing when I have to sort of step aside and allow myself to come to that alignment within. And sometimes you kind of have to step out of other things in order to get to that place. That doesn't mean it won't ever come back, because I firmly believe it will. And I've come into this great, beautiful opportunities lately with new friendships, budding friendships, and just really coming into this beautiful place of just love in all forms. And so I just kind of wanted to share that quickly with you. I believe in romance. I believe in love. I believe in true love. And guys, even if you're guided to step away even briefly, if it is meant to be, it will come back, and you will come back. But as I always say, it starts within you, and you have to make room in your heart to clear things out so you can have those successful relationships. Now, I don't want to go off on a tangent with that, but I just wanted to share that with you quickly. So I think Spirit is done here with whatever it is that message was for you guys and what it meant to you. It meant to you individually and personally. I'm thankful. So let's do a quick cleansing energy as we exit this message. Breathing in and breathing out, and allowing that space for this message to penetrate, to absorb into your energy, to align your body, mind, spirit, to bring you closer to your divine creator, and to bring you more into that light and that voice of truth. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, guys, for being here. Thank you for these messages, guides, and for allowing us to hear them clearly. And as we come forward into this journey of our life mission now, our life purpose, our mission of love, we come to you with humbleness and gratitude. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We'll talk soon. Namaste. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Thank you. If you picked painting number 3, Spirit has something very special here for you. And before we begin, I would like to just take a deep breath in and out to clear the energy so that we may receive this message very clear and allow it to come in as seamless as possible. So let's take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs and exhale, and ask Spirit to come in and help us to cleanse and clear this energy. Anything that's been left over that could potentially get in the way of you listening to this message and hearing the message. If you one more time, please. And out. Thank you. And so we ask Spirit before we begin to please bless us with this beautiful message. And I humbly and graciously give of my voice and my time, Spirit, to deliver this beautiful message to whoever the collective is that picked this painting, this very special message. And we ask now that you allow us to, and you guide us through this beautiful message. Thank you guys for being here, for listening, for following, and for allowing yourself to be in surrender to a beautiful message for you, okay? I feel very strong energy of, I'm hearing, it has to do with romantic relationship, okay? What am I not seeing clearly here, okay? So what I am doing here is I feel the need to use my Cyril Marchetti cards, okay? And so I'm going to be looking at what's the core here of what am I not seeing clearly, right? So look, how telling is this? This woman, and I'm gonna, when I say woman or man, I'm gonna say it could be interchangeable because we are all energetic beings, both encompassing male and female energy. So whoever this applies to, don't feel like this because this is a woman, it doesn't apply to you. So if we look at this woman here, she's looking in a mirror, right? She's looking at her beauty, her face. She's looking at the outer appearance. She's looking at, she appears to be a woman of opulence, of luxury, and she's very materialistic with her beauty is important to her because she feels as if that is the that is what she needs to have a successful life or to be fulfilled or whatever it is. She's more interested in the exterior, the material things, okay? Now, if you see the picture in the background of this man, right? She's not looking at him. She's looking at her own beauty. She's looking at herself. So this is very telling about someone who's in a romantic situation. You're not seeing the situation clearly, okay? There's something you're not seeing clearly. And so Spirit is here to say the romance angels are here to help you. They are here to help you uncover what it is you're not seeing clearly, because clearly whatever has not been working in your relationship points back to you. I'm not saying you're to blame. I'm saying, as I always do in every reading almost, that it begins within, right, guys? So let's open up this this dialogue that Spirit has for us. What is it, Spirit? Okay, so we're not seeing something clearly. Whoever the collective is that chose this reading, they're not seeing something clear. And if you look at the painting, the angel, she's there in all her beauty and the white, beautiful gown or whatever it is she's wearing. It represents purification. It represents truth. So she's here to help us and to guide us. And I feel like this is Archangel. There's two that I feel that are with us in this message right now. Archangel Haniel, who is a archangel of transition and change, and Archangel Ariel, who is a angel of abundance, prosperity. And so she's actually here to help us, Archangel Ariel, to bring in truth and to see something clearly, whatever it is that we haven't been seeing, that we need to bring into focus now. She's bringing that in abundance so that you will see clearly. And Archangel Haniel is here to help assist us through this transition and whatever it is that we need to move through, okay? And so, as I said in this card, the woman is looking in the mirror and she's not seeing anything. All the if you look at this, there's mirrors or windows around her, right? Because she's only seeing her own beauty. She's only seeing herself here. And so this, whatever romantic relationship you're in, guys, you've been struggling. You've been having a hard time because you can't quite figure out why something isn't right. Something doesn't feel right. It isn't right. You've been trying hard to reconcile whatever isn't in this relationship. And you've been in this position where you're blaming the other person, the partner. And while that person, nobody's perfect, and while that other person might have some things going on that, you know, he or she needs to work on themselves, you're not looking at your own self. You're seeing the fault in the other person. You're seeing what they're lacking, what they're not bringing you. You're making it about you. But what Spirit says is when you're in a relationship, with any relationship, friends, family, whatever it is, in this case, romance, you need to be able to see both sides. You need to be able to stop kicking and screaming and whining. I'm going to be real here. I'm just going to say as Spirit leads me, okay? And I love you guys. I respect you. But you need to know that some of you are being very unrealistic in your expectations in this relationship, okay? I'm not saying the other person is innocent and what they are or aren't doing is right or wrong. I'm saying take your eyes off of them for a minute, okay? There's something very toxic here within yourself. And I know some of you are not going to like that. But you're being presented with, you've been in relationships in the past where you have felt as if they're not bringing you what you need, right? And what you're not seeing clearly, and I'm going to say this, I don't really need the cards at this moment. You're behaving in a codependent way. And I feel that some of you are, you know, you're feeling as if you need this person to dictate how you feel for the day, to with their actions will sort of make or break you. And if they're needing their space and their time, it offends you. And I'm going to say this in love, the way Spirit wants you to hear it. You're only looking at your own, you're not even really looking at your own inner turmoil. You're focusing on it. You're focusing on the need to make sure that person is there, whether it's on the other end of the line, whether it's a text, whether it's a phone call. You're focusing on this need to satiate your fears, to relieve your fears. So yeah, if they call me, if they text me, you know, then I'll feel better. But here, look. See how this person is pointing in another direction? She's like, you're the queen of your world. Don't you know that? You don't need somebody else to dictate. You don't need somebody else in order to feel better about, okay, I got a text or I got a call from this person or I got something from this person to make me feel less scared, to make me feel secure that they're still there, to dictate whether or not I'm happy or sad for the day. You don't need that. She's pointing in a different direction. She's saying, stop focusing on the need to be glued to that person, the need to rely on their, you know, on their presence in your life, um, to help you feel happy or fulfilled. Because guess what? Their soul isn't your soul. They're a different person. You are in charge of you. Look at all these. What are they? Are they planets? Are they? I don't know what they're. Maybe globes. I don't know what those things are in the background. Those little round things. They're spheres. She said, look at all these other worlds. Look at this. You're your own world. You don't need that. You don't need somebody else. Like the sun rises and the sun sets. You are the sunrise. You are the sunset. You don't need somebody else to dictate that. They're just there as extra, like the cherry on the sundae, right? But what you're not seeing clearly is that you're not satisfied within yourself. You have to heal this codependency, or your relationship isn't going to work. I'm going to be blunt, guys. I'm going to say it the way Spirit says. You've been waiting forever for someone. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this person to sort of to bring you that sense of security, but it's not their responsibility. You're the queen. You're the king. You are in charge of your world. You're a co-creator with your divine creator, but you're in charge of that. You're in charge of your own healing that codependency, because until you do that, you're going to go from relationship to relationship, and you're not going to find what you're looking for unless you heal that codependency. Allow yourself to detach from the hip of that other person. Okay? And so I feel as if you're kind of at wit's end. You're kind of feeling as if you, what is it about me? Why can't I have a decent relationship? Why can't they just give me what I want? Why can't they see my side of it? Because you can't even see your side of it, guys. It's not a criticism. I say this in love. You cannot see your own self because you're too dependent upon someone else, right? When we are born as babies, we rely on our parents to nurture us, to guide us, to feed us, to hold our hand, to cradle us, to satiate our needs, right? To comfort us, to love us. But as we grow, we become more and more independent. And our parents happily, let go of our hands as we take our first steps. They're so proud. Our parents, they have already instilled that love within you. They've already given you that love. They've given you that guidance, and now it's time for you to be independent. And so that's what Spirit is saying here. There is a very real need for you to grow up and I say this lovingly, to grow up and shed the codependency upon others. You're not a helpless being anymore. Those of you who are listening, I assume you're all adults. You are a grown-up. You're an adult. Therefore, you know how to navigate in your own life. You know how to satiate your own needs. I'm not saying you don't need a romantic relationship. I'm saying you need to step back. You need to take a moment. And you need to allow yourself to take care of yourself first. Okay? Because until you do that, you're not going to be in that ideal relationship. And by the way, Spirit says, the ideal relationship isn't one in which you're helpless and you need that person to how do I say this? Dictate their actions or whatever. Like I said this earlier, you don't need that person to decide whether or not you're happy for the day. You're heartbroken, you're disappointed, you're this, you're that. No, you are in charge of you. Okay? In this, I'm going to do some romance cards here, guys. And just know that whatever this message is, it's here for you. Because this is a message of love. It is a message of divine guidance for you, to help you, to not keep spinning your wheels. And I know that some of you have been through relationships, some that broke your heart, that you thought would be forever, and they walked away. And I'm not going to point the finger and say you did this, but I'm going to say this. They keep coming in and walking away because you still haven't learned that you have to break the codependency. You have to unglue yourself from that person's hip. And some of those relationships you saw as potential really good ones, lifelong ones. But Spirit says some of them may have been relationships. One of them may have been one that you'll revisit once you're healed, and could very much potentially be a beautiful lifelong relationship. But you have to heal that codependency first. I'm telling you, there is no easy, seamless way to have this beautiful relationship and still be codependent. It just doesn't work. I know, trust me, I've been there. And so I can tell you that here you are, kind of in the forest, in your own forest of insecurity, fears, that the big bad wolf is going to come along and steal your partner away, or your partner is going to be influenced by someone else to walk away from you, or they're going to, somehow they're just not going to give you what you need. And I'm going to say that in most of your relationships, it probably wasn't you that walked away, because you weren't seeing that you were codependent. This person is beautiful, and you have the potentiality to have a beautiful, loving relationship. But you're not seeing, or you haven't seen, that you have to heal that codependency. And I know from experience that you may have gone through some heartbreaking things. You may have created these stories in your head. Your partner hasn't texted you or contacted you. Oh my God, what are they doing? I know they're off with someone else. I know they are. Whatever. These thoughts are created in your head out of fears, out of triggers of what you've gone through in the past. And because they keep resurfacing, you haven't healed the codependency part of this. This is a beautiful message, because when you do realize that you need to heal that and surrender to your guides, your divine creator, to help you heal past that, you will open the door. You will unlock that piece of your heart that calls out to the one that you're supposed to be with. Okay? And so let me just do some romance cards here. Let me just tell you what this is here. What do we have here, guides? So this current relationship that whoever is here, this collective that they're in, what is it about this relationship? What can you tell us about the current situation in this relationship and their partner, please? Okay. Okay. So I got, this card came in upside down. Okay. So in reverse, typically this means your relationship is affected by religious factors, like maybe they're not comfortable with your spirituality or whatever. In this case, this relationship is affected by you not healing, not addressing the needs of the codependency, not being reliant upon your guides, your divine creator, to help you heal past this. This relationship is being affected by something that you've been refusing to see. And remember, I'm going to say this again. I am not criticizing. I'm saying what Spirit is saying in love and light. You are not seeing that part of it. Now, your partner's not perfect either, but this isn't about your partner, guys. This is about you. You have to heal this. You have to get past this codependency issue so you can have a beautiful relationship. Does that mean this relationship will end? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But you do have to take the advice of that what Spirit is saying to you, or it is going to turn into this. And that person will say, I can't. What am I not doing right? I've tried. I care about this person, but they're not seeing it. So, you know what? I'm going to find someone who will. And I'm sorry that this is so harsh and so direct, but that's what this is about. And whoever you're with now has been patient. And if you act now and you ask Spirit to help you, ask your guides to help you heal past this codependency, that person will wait. But you have to, I feel like this person doesn't want to give up just yet. But you've got to recognize this within yourself. You do. Don't worry about his or her faults. Whatever it is that they're, well, I'm sure you're rolling your eyes. You're like, well, you don't know what this person's like. Well, no, but it's not your problem right now. Your worry right now and your concern right now is to fix yourself, okay? That's what happens in relationships sometimes is we look at the other person and look at what they need to fix, but we don't see ourselves the way we're supposed to. We only see what we want to see. Like that woman, the woman who looked in the mirror and she only saw her beauty. That's all she saw. She didn't see anything else, right? She didn't see that there are things within her that she has to fix. She only sees what she wants to see. And so in this relationship and future ones, you have to know that you have to love yourself enough to make that gesture for yourself within yourself. So you can make that romantic gesture to somebody freely without that baggage, to be that individual that you are meant to be. And that's the beautiful part of having a relationship, is that you can bring to the relationship your own individuality, your own independence, no codependency. You can allow yourself to have your time and they can allow themselves to have their time. You can allow yourselves together to have that independent, beautiful, respectful, healthy love. Okay? So Spirit is saying this is ascending to another level of commitment, but you've got to work on those things first. This is a promising relationship for some of you. It's promising, but if you continue down that path of codependency, guys, it's going to be bad. It's not going to work. So you have to be able to realize, sorry about that, that you have to make that commitment to love yourself enough to heal from that codependency. And somehow that means letting go in some way of your partner. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean walking away from them, but it means to let go of that high expectation that you have, right? That high expectation that you have of they should be doing this, this, and this for me, right? Letting go of focusing on what they're not doing for you and focusing more on what you can be doing for yourself to come into that beautiful place, because our energy is shared. Remember that. So whatever you're feeling their lack of, they're going to back away. They're going to feel that same, oh, she's not satisfied with me. You know, I've tried and tried. Now what do? I'm just not going to try anymore. And so then, you know, you've tried to have those conversations, but they're not seeing it. They're not seeing it your way because you're not seeing the truth, right? I feel like I keep apologizing because I feel like you're going to feel like this is very blunt and brutal. But I have to say what Spirit says, what Spirit brings in. And this is the truth, guys. You have to see that within yourself. You have to stop focusing on the other person because there is chemistry there, but it's being marred, guys. This is a promising relationship, whatever you're in, but you have to come to that place where you surrender the codependency and you can unhinge yourself from that person, because without that person, you can breathe, you can live, you can thrive, you can be happy, you can be independent, you can find yourself, but you can also be in a relationship at the same time, right? As being independent. That's the best way this is going to work. The codependency is going to get old. You're going to get to that place in your relationship where it's like, I give up. I need to find somebody who understands me, who gives to me what I need. But I'm telling you, the wheels are spinning in place, because until you discover that within yourself, that you need to heal that codependency and to be able to depend upon yourself and to trust yourself and to bring to that relationship that healthiness, it's not going to go anywhere. And that person may be the most loving, patient person in the world, but even they will grow tired of the high expectation that you're not getting from them. And what it comes down to is you're not getting it because you're not allowing yourself to trust yourself and to bring yourself fulfillment. And you can have this beautiful life, but you've got to surrender. You've got to recognize that's what you haven't seen. So I want to say, excuse me, I want to bring in Archangel Michael, as I always do, and I want to ask him to guide us. What advice do you have, Archangel Michael, please? What advice do you have? Keep your sights on the intended target, and that is love. What is it that you want? You want this perfect relationship. You want this beautiful relationship. You can have a beautiful relationship, but you got to do some of the work, guys. Okay? Archangel Michael. Right. You created this situation. You have the power to change it. You have the power to be that person that's on top of your own world. And then you can bring in yourself into this healthy place and bring to this relationship a beautiful, healthy energy to it, and watch it blossom. I'm going to ask the romance cards one more time. What is the outcome if this person in this relationship... Ooh, sorry. Let me pick up my card. It fell on the floor. Okay. So, guys, what is the outcome of this beautiful soul here who's trying to heal the codependency? What is the outcome in this romantic relationship? Okay? You have a soulmate waiting for you. Fix your issues so that soulmate can come in, right? This person that you're with may very well be your soulmate, and he or she may be triggering these energies that you're feeling that are codependent. And so that person is like, hey, look in the mirror here, because I'm your mirror. I'm bringing out these triggers here for you. They may not realize it on the surface, but they are. And you have to recognize that you've got to fix that codependency, because you can have a beautiful relationship. This is potentially a beautiful relationship. It's just not working right now because you've got to work on yourself. So I feel like this is going to be something that's happening soon. You're going to be feeling that. I said in one of my messages, Mercury retrograde is coming in, right? Because usually during retrogrades, it's unfinished business that comes up. It comes up so we can take care of things. And it could feel like you're going in reverse. And actually, you might be feeling that right now in one of your relationships. But this is unfinished business. So it's time, and you're going to feel the timing is right for you to heal that codependency. I went through that with a relationship that I've been in. And it was painful because I'm like, oh my God, how do I let go? But you will be guided. You will let go. And letting go doesn't mean that you never talk to that person again, or it's more internal, guys. You let go of that need to have that person right there by your side. You let go of the need to have that person sort of, you rely on that person. The expectations are too high for that person to be your joy, your stability, your whatever. Because now you rely on yourself. And your divine creator says, I created you to be a strong person, not to be this person that is still reliant upon as a baby would be reliant upon their parent. You're more than capable of providing for yourself now, providing love, providing joy, providing stability within yourself. And so I'm going to close out. Some of you have been waiting for someone. They keep coming back and forth. You know why? You know why they haven't been stable and coming back? Because you're not. Once you become stable and find that stability within yourself, you'll see that they stop coming and going. And they will either go for good or they will stay for good. But you have to work. You have to do the work, guys, okay? So I'm just going to tell you that they're saying see, divine timing is at work here. Allow the divine timing in this. Allow yourself to heal, right? If they're meant to be in your life, they will. They will be. So I hope you take comfort in this and not feel distraught. But in all paths, in all walks of life, whether it's romantic or not, we have to work within ourselves to co-create on this path, to be our own individual, right? To find who we are and to bring that beautiful you to a relationship. Because when you don't do that, it's not healthy. I love you guys and I want the best for you. And so look, don't beat yourself up. Archangel Michael says there's an innocence here. You didn't realize, that, you were delaying the progress forward on your relationship. You just need to do this work because it can potentially, like I said, be a beautiful relationship. So trust, right? You have nothing to feel guilty about and you have everything to look forward to. I'm going to close this out now and just take a deep breath in and out and ask your guides now to guide you on your journey to be in this beautiful place of absorbing this message and to be in healing as of now, so you can nurture yourself and bring that beautiful you to this relationship or a potential future one. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding us through this message. Thank you, guides, archangels. Thank you for being here to guide us through this transition into healing, into this beautiful place, in this beautiful space that we belong in. Thank you for helping us clear this energy. Thank you, guys, for listening, for being here, for supporting. Love you all. Namaste.